Hey everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we started playing as Sora, went around Twilight Town, saw that... Okay, I'd like to inform you that I didn't hit that button, so my controller's going rogue again. Great. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right, we re-met up with King Mickey. He told us to get on a train, so we took that train here, and here we are. Oh, we also fought a guy named Pete. In this episode, we're gonna work our way through this tower and see Master Yen Sid, who supposedly lives here. Person who trained Mickey in magic and perhaps the Keyblade as well. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to guard. Probably should have remembered which buttons do what. There. Alright, next level. Defeat all the Heartless. That's an easy task. Oh. Jeez, Donald beat him before I could even look at him. Hey guys, stop kill stealing. I mean, I know we essentially share the exact same pool of experience, but come on, man. Got it. At least I think that... Oh. I was trying to collect money, Donald. Jeez. Save some Heartless for me, why don't ya? Okay. Yes, that is a door. Anything else? Nope, just an interesting star-scaped room. Alright. Let's just, move forward. Nowhere to go but up, after all. Well, technically we could go back, but there'd be no point to it. Wait. Ooh. Kind of mesmerizing, even though I can't see the whole thing. Oh, right, we can actually see the last bit right above us. Oh, thought he was gonna hit me. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, we can see the last segment of stairs from up here. That orangish one. And below us, we can see the first set of stairs. I like how these stairs just kind of phase out of reality at certain intervals. And then just start up again on another segment of stairs that also phase through reality. It's really cool. And strange. Ah, soldiers. I don't know if they have a, well, now we'll never know if they had a reaction command. I think they might have, but I didn't remember how to do it. Maybe we will get to see if they have a reaction command. Oh, yep, that one was gonna... Cyclone! I didn't hit anyone with it, but... There we go. And I saw that my AP went up. I didn't see what else went up. Our first Heartless, reaction command. Heartless? That's not true.
Well, it's a good
I mean, you're taller.
So, the worlds aren't at peace after all?
The worlds won't technically ever really be at peace. I mean, yeah, there might come a time when there's no Heartless, but there'll still be evil people around. Killing Heartless isn't gonna get rid of them. Wayward Stairs. To the top of the Wayward Stairs! Yeah, you don't even get to... Well, you technically got to land, but, whatever. Let's move him away from the door. I want to kill the Heartless before we move on. Gotta kill the Heartless. Oh, Cyclone! I don't exactly know what triggers their reaction command. There is a specific trigger, but... If you pay close attention, you'll see, but... Like how chill Sora is compared to Donald and Goofy here.
Master Yen Sid, it's an honor.
Hey there.
Yup.
Sora, show some respect.
That's probably what I would have done too. Sup, bro? How you doing, man?
So, you are Sora.
Yep.
Now then, have you seen the king yet?
Just before we got here.
Yes, we did, Master, but we didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Yeah. Nobodies and stuff.
Is he alright?
At least that's what I think they're called, because what we've heard.
The task of instructing you three falls upon my shoulders.
I'm sure you can do it. You're a very intellectual wizard.
Ahead of you. You must be well prepared.
As every journey, you want to get the best
We have
stuff.
to go on another quest?
Duh.
I was looking forward to finding my friend Riku, so we could go back to the islands.
How is that not an adventure in itself?
However, everything in your journey, Sora, is connected. Whether you will find your way home to the islands, whether you will return alone or with your friend, and whether or not the islands will still be there.
True. If the world gets killed,
Key that connects them all is you, Sora.
once again, you are a key metaphor.
The key?
Yes. Yes, you are. How have you not realized this yet, Sora? You have a giant honking key as a weapon.
Chosen wielder of the Keyblade. You are the
Silly
key
Sora.
that will open the door to light.
Was that you in his dream that was saying that, or do you just have random coincidence on your side? Because if I knew it was you, I would have used your voice in the Let's Play, instead of my epic voice. Behold! Conjuring books! He can do it.
This book contains valuable knowledge you will need for your journey. Study it carefully.
This book...
Finished.
I'll wait, let him finish.
Speak of the enemies you will surely confront.
Okay. Now, far be it from me to call Yen Sid a liar, but what's in that book isn't exactly relevant. I mean, it's not information that if you were to skip it, you would be, like, sorely at a disadvantage for the rest of your journey. We have to read it because we won't progress the story, but I don't think the details are really relevant to anything. And by the way, here's a map. Because, hey, this is still a place that needs a map. But, you know what? I'll save first. Okay, now let's read that book. And let's see if I can do Yen Sid's voice, because I want to read it in his voice. Let's see. Should we start at the beginning, or should we go from the middle, go back to the beginning, go back to the middle, go back to the beginning, go back to the middle, and then to the end, like they do in Prototype? And I'll read it like you're supposed to read a story. Just so I get one free shot in at Prototype before continuing. The beginning. Each journey gives rise to chance encounters, and each encounter brings forth a farewell. When a farewell leads to a journey, the worlds open their hearts. Thousands, those chose by light, or ensnared by darkness. Friends who share the same bonds, though their paths may differ. When you doubt the path trod thus far, when the hand you held is lost to you, gaze anew at the heart that once was, for all answers are within. Okay. Seem more poetic than instructive, but I'll take your word for it, book. Next interlude. Interlude. A long dream, a sad farewell, hanging in the air, in that world between. What is reality? What is illusion? The path chosen by the young boy leads to his memories. When caught in the stream of days and nights going past, gaze anew at your steps, for there all confusion will end. The book is kind of making a comparison, I suppose, to the other Kingdom Hearts games. Like, Interlude was clearly Chain of Memories, because it's talking about that, essentially. The beginning was Kingdom Hearts 1, so the future story must therefore be Kingdom Hearts 2. The future story. Will the day come when this battle born of confusion will end? It is different things to different people. Can the reality be that which is hidden? The reason is mere existence. Still, memories can be believed. Be not afraid. Trust your body to the soothing waves of your memories. By and by, your fleeting rest will be over, and everything will begin. So what do you think of my Yen Sid voice? I think I did a decent job at it. Let's talk to Donald and Goofy just cause. We have to read the book, like Yen Sid said. We've been asleep for a while, so we need to know what's been going on. If you're looking for that from the book, you're going to be sorely disappointed, Donald. It was, pretty uninformative. This is a strange tower. I wonder why it was built. Adventuring rule number 8. Search every corner of a new place. Hey, that's like one of my rules of video games. Wish I had the foresight to bring my cell phone down here so I could look at all my rules. I can't just barge in. Why not? Come on. This is an RPG fantasy game. We always go through doors without permission. It's kind of the thing. That book contains important knowledge. Be sure to read it. Do you have any questions? Actually, I did read the entire book, so let's ask a question.
But wait a sec. How come the Heartless are still running around?
A very good question.
Your past endeavors did prevent an immense effusion of Heartless from the Great Darkness. Make no mistake about that. However, the Heartless are darkness made real.
Right.
And darkness yet lingers in every heart.
Yeah, that's just a battle you're not going to win.
Some are pure, but while darkness exists in a single heart, it will be difficult to eliminate them.
Although on the plus side, there's a lot less.
Of course, that must mean if everybody's heart was full of light, them Heartless would go away.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen, Goofy. You can't just purify people's hearts of darkness.
To speak of the enemy.
It would make the world a very boring place. I mean, look at Winnie the Pooh's world. It's annoying as hell. It's a minigame universe. Do you want that? I don't. Donald and then Heartless.
If one such as you, Donald, yields to the darkness in their heart, they too will become heartless.
Right.
But you knew this.
Yeah. From the first two games. I like how he used Donald as an example.
Always lurking and ever.
Because that was the most obvious choice.
Never let your guard down.
I'm sorry, what? I was letting my guard down. Meanwhile, there's these.
At times, if someone with a strong heart and will, be they evil or good, becomes a heartless, the empty shell they leave behind begins to act with a will of its own. An empty vessel whose heart has been stolen away, a spirit that goes on even as its body fades from existence. For you see, no bodies do not truly exist at all. No bodies may seem to have feelings, but this is a ruse. They only pretend to have hearts.
I'm going to pause this here for a second. I was debating whether or not I should bring this up or wait till another Kingdom Hearts game to bring it up, but I feel I want to bring it up now. See, I came up with a theory after playing Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days, but there is evidence to support my theory in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories. He says that nobodies pretend not to have a heart. I believe that when someone with an incredibly strong will gets turned into a Heartless and a Nobody respectively, the Nobody will sometimes hold heart fragments. Not enough pieces of their heart to feel emotions regularly in certain scenarios, but when something that invokes an incredibly strong emotion, like a friend dying, or just hanging out with your friends on a happy day, or having the most happy day of your life, they can feel emotion. Sometimes they do pretend to have emotions in scenarios they don't, but I feel they do still technically have hearts, just not a lot. I could go over the specific things in the game that do support my theory, but I feel like I'll wait and save that till I do Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days so I don't spoil anything, because some of the things that support my theory also happen in that game. But for now, let's continue onward.
You must not be deceived.
Nobodies. They don't exist.
Thank you for the recap, Sora.
Now then, the being you see before you is known as a dusk. They are the most common form of nobody.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But there are others, some larger, some with frightening and unique powers. Be vigilant. On your journey, you will meet an alarming number of dusks. They will all attempt to do you harm.
Right.
Still, they are nothing but empty shells destined to return to darkness. But
we've seen that before.
the beings you see before you now are different. These powerful nobodies have formed a group called Organization 13. It commands the lesser nobodies.
Okay. Pausing this here because I wanted to bring up another point. There are two things you should have realized simply by seeing the cutscene that we just saw. On top of that, if you've played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, these are some things that you should probably have already figured out on your own. Nevertheless, I'm going to cut this here, splice in some footage from both those games, to merely explain what exactly it is you should have come to terms with. Because I'm explaining this, I'm going to assume that all of you know, and I am not going to feign ignorance in this particular moment, or in any moment I mentioned Roxas or the leader of Organization 13. So, just gonna cut this here, splice in the correct footage, and I'll, Now, as Yen Sid already said, when someone becomes a Heartless, a nobody is also created alongside it. Simple. We've already learned it. Why am I going over this? Well, if you recall, in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora sacrificed his heart so that he could give Kairi back her heart and save the Princesses of Heart. In doing so, this turned him into a Heartless. Now, we all know Sora's a pretty strong-willed guy. He has a strong heart, obviously. So wouldn't it stand to reason to believe that Sora has a nobody? Well, who could this nobody be? You should come to realize that it's probably Roxas. I mean, they clearly had some sort of connection with Roxas seeing all of Sora's memories as dreams. The fact that Diz told Roxas that he had part of Sora and that he needed to give it back. It's all very, very prominent evidence that Roxas is Sora's nobody. On top of this, there's a particular scene from Chain of Memories that also not only supports the theory that Roxas is Sora's Heartless, it also supports my theory of heart fragmentation. In Chain of Memories, after beating Vexen for the first time, he gives Sora a card to go to Twilight Town. Sora's never actually been to Twilight Town, but Roxas has, and if you believe my heart fragmentation theory, Roxas must have some heart fragments from Sora. And Vexen somehow manages to go through Sora to Roxas and pull the memories of his time in Twilight Town to give the card to Sora. This proves that obviously, Roxas has to be Sora's nobody, and my heart fragmentation to a degree. But there's one other thing we can infer from not heart fragmentation, but we can know simply from playing Chain of Memories. This one, however, is far less subtle than the last one, and it also involves Vexen. When you're playing Riku's story, and he comes in contact with Vexen for the first time, well, all you really have to do is watch this cutscene. He tells Riku, when Riku asks if Vexen's working with Ansem, he says he's half correct and pretty much straight up tells him right here. He's Ansem, but he's not Ansem. Perhaps a nobody best conveys the idea, telling you that the leader of Organization 13 is Ansem's nobody. That's all I really need to show you, but hey, I'll show you something else to confirm it more. After you beat Lexaeus in Chain of Memories, and Lexaeus smacks Riku up onto the ceiling, Ansem takes over Riku's body, making him once again Riksem. When this happens, Riksem kills Lexaeus for good, and Lexaeus' dying words are, "You really are the superiors. This was a fight I shouldn't have made." He's making note that Ansem is the Heartless to the leader of Organization 13, confirming, once again, far more subtly than Vexen's, who really talks too much, that the Superior of Organization 13 is the nobody of Ansem Seeker of Darkness. But with that, let's return back to the actual game that we're currently playing. Glad we got that out of the way. Just thought I'd let you know on that.
Organization 13.
And now this will make Sora and the gang seem really dumb when they don't understand, because we all know it.
Instinct. Nobody's function in a higher manner. They can think and plan. And it seems they are working towards a goal.
What is that goal?
What that goal is, we do not know.
Ah, of course you don't. Oh well.
The king sensed the danger and journeyed forth to fight it. He found the Dark Realm's Keyblade and with it closed the door.
With Sora's help.
Now he's traveling from world to world, fighting the Heartless as he seeks the answer to the riddle of the Nobodies and Organization 13.
Then I guess we better go find the king first.
Yeah.
Well, we won't know till we look.
Valid point.
And the king must know where Riku is, because the two of them were together in the Realm of Darkness when we closed the door.
Right, right.
After defeating Ansem.
So, before you go, you will need more suitable traveling clothes.
Yeah.
Those look a bit too small for you.
I commented on that in the beginning of the Let's Play and said,
3 good fairies.
technically this is the beginning
They'll
still.
create for you appropriate garments.
Oh, well, that's good.
Or Sora, you sure are growing fast.
Yeah, must have hit a growth spurt while in sleep. Okay. Now we go into this room. I like the music here. I don't know if I commented on that. And these are the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty. If you didn't know, I thought I'd let you know.
Me, you guys, Riku, and the king. I don't care who this organization is or what it's planning. With the 5 of us, 6 of us, there's nothing to worry about, right?
Right. Wait, 6. Sora, Riku, Donald, Goofy, Mickey. Who's number 6? Oh, Jiminy! Jiminy. Sorry, he doesn't show up very much. I made the same mistake as Sora. Before we move on, I'd like to mention these mirrors that are... Well, first I want to open this chest. I want to mention these mirrors that are chilling around this room. I'm going to look at them, and they're going to mention something that you will, we'll see later in the game. So let's look. An image of you overcome by the power of darkness flows into your mind. That one's my favorite of those things. It's so cheerful, isn't it? An image of the Keyblade unleashing its ultimate power flows into your mind. Ooh, that sounds nice. An image of you possessing all abilities flows into your mind. I think I did this backwards, but that's okay. Next on the list, an image of you utilizing your magic to its fullest flows into your mind. And lastly, even though this should have been the first one, an image of you utilizing your strength to its fullest flows into your mind. Okay, but with that, now let's talk to one of these fairies. Once you've changed your outfit, please change my clothes to something that fits Sora more, because this is gonna get ridiculous. He can't journey like this.
Look who's here, dears. Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
You know us?
Oh, if you're looking for clothes, you'll come to the right place.
Oh, well, that's good.
I'll do the designing.
It's all green.
Oh, that will never do.
I'll agree, one solid color, it's a bit ridiculous. One solid blue, really? Yeah, I'm kind of fine with this one. It's a little too much pink, though, for my liking. No. That one I'm not particularly fond of, but whatever. Oh. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, random crow is random.
Would you just decide?
They didn't even make the appropriate clothes. It's still short. They just changed the color constantly.
All right, then.
Together now, dears. And no more squabbling.
Yes, that would probably be better.
Oh my. Oh, it's lovely.
Now that is what I'm talking about.
Yes, he does look very dashing.
Now that is the outfit a Keyblade wielder should have.
He has very special powers.
And those special powers are what those mirrors were talking about around there. After we grab this orb, we will get our first one. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you... Wait for it. Valor Form! With the ability to dual wield.
Wow!
2 Keyblades!
Yup.
This journey's going to be twice as difficult as your last.
So you need to be stronger, Sora.
The garments also have other powers. But you'll have to discover what they are as you continue
Of course.
on your journey.
You know what? I want to pause this to give this extra special mention. Valor Form, as you would imagine, is the form that gives you all of your strength abilities, if I'm not mistaken. It's something like that. You can dual-wield Keyblades, but you cannot change the one that you have on your offhand right now. As you only have 2 Keyblades, that would mean you're taking one Keyblade completely off, so we need to wait till we get another Keyblade to switch our Kingdom Keyblade for the Stargazer, which is that one. Stargazer, if I'm not mistaken, either has stronger magic than Kingdom Key, or it's all around stronger. I don't exactly remember. It's also the Keyblade of Mickey when he was an apprentice to Yen Sid.
Okay, I'll do my best. And thanks a lot.
Which is kind of a spoiler for another game, but oh well. Oh, really? We're making a lot of headway. Star Seeker. Did I say Stargazer? Oh well. Increase maximum combo by 1 when in midair. Valor Form. With Goofy's help, use Drive Command to change into Valor Form. Forms are similar to summoning in Kingdom Hearts 1, where you need to sacrifice one of your party members to come into the next form. In this case, we need to sacrifice Goofy. Later, we'll have to sacrifice Donald and Goofy together, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, ladies and gentlemen. The Drive command has been added. The gauge on the lower right is consumed for transformations. It's also used for summoning magic, but for now, just drives. It is powerful as it absorbs party members' strength, but party members disappear while transformed. I'll have to show you Valor Form in, actual combat, but for now, we're just going to move on. Actually, well, now I have to move on because we're running into a cutscene.
It's the bunny ship.
So you guys ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Now, just a moment.
Well, okay.
Because of your previous endeavors, the worlds have returned to their original state.
Oh yeah, that's right, they're not linked up anymore.
Means the pathways between them have disappeared.
Well, crap.
How do we get around?
Do not fear. If what the king suspected proves true, the worlds have prepared new pathways along which you may travel.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
These pathways may be utilized by unlocking special gates.
Right.
How these gates are opened, I'm afraid I do not know.
Oh, well.
However, the Keyblade will serve as your guide. When a beam of light radiates from the Keyblade, return to the gummy ship. Though the worlds may seem far apart and out of reach, they nonetheless remain connected by invisible ties, as do our hearts.
Right.
Our hearts are connected.
That is correct.
Got it.
Well, then I guess we're off.
Be warned.
Or not.
As you proceed, The heartless and the nobodies will be using their own paths.
Jerks.
Corridors of darkness to travel from world to world. They may be attempting to link these dark pathways to the gates between the worlds.
How does that fare?
My sentiments exactly.
Now then, that is all the information I can give to you. Go forth.
Thank you, Yen Sid.
Donald and Goofy. Everyone is waiting.
Okay, let's get going.
Yeah.
Master Yen Sid.
We sure do appreciate the help.
Well, he apparently can teleport in beams of light. That's cool. I wonder if Sora will ever learn how to do that. That would be awesome. But we still have one more cutscene to watch.
My goodness, what's that?
You know, it kind of looks like Maleficent's cloak. Why does a crow have Maleficent's cloak? Furthermore, why did it bring it here, of all places?
Haven't we seen this somewhere before?
Well, I know I have.
Dear, I wonder whose it was. Oh, Maleficent! Shh! No, mustn't remember her name. Oh dear.
Uh-oh. See, this is why I think Maleficent is one of the most badass villains of all time from Disney Universe.
Oh, what are we doing?
Simply remembering her name will bring her back to life, even if she's been destroyed. That is ridiculously overpowered. As long as you remember who she is, she comes back from the dead.
Perhaps we should tell Master Yen Sid. Yes, that's what we must do. Hurry. Maleficent!
Run! Run, fairies! Run! She may be in Yen Sid's tower, but Yen Sid is the most powerful wizard in this entire universe. Even Maleficent doesn't stand a chance against him. If I were you, Maleficent, I would just leave now. You're back, have fun, but Yen Sid is way too powerful for you right now. Just leave.
Howdy, Sora. How you doing?
Oh, hey, it's Chip and Dale.
It's your favorite dummy engineers here, ready for duty. Chip and Dale.
Right, the one with the red noses, Dale. I couldn't remember. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Ooh, look! And our first area is... Oh, relax, Sora.
What's the dragon?
Wait, I think it's a world we know.
I do too, it's Hollow Bastion. And this is just telling you how you fly your gummy ship. You fly like this, and you use triangle to land. You'll notice that there's some worlds that are shrouded in like a dark barrier. We can't go to those yet. And that is just completely unmovable. But with that, I think we'll end this episode here. So the next episode, we'll be heading to Hollow Bastion. See you guys then.